Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've been a little dishonest about my progress. Now, look, here's the thing. When it comes to making progress in Geometry Dash, it is very difficult for me to come up with new ideas, make brand new stuff, be creative on stream. I need to be like fully locked in by myself. I had a bunch of time, so I locked in off of stream and got a bunch of stuff done. Now, obviously, I'll take you guys all through it. We have new gameplay. So up until now, the gameplay in Sting's section, the section right before mine, was not started. It wasn't done, like nothing was there. However, now we have this gameplay, which it is an interesting idea that I did a couple days ago for Sting's part. But yeah, so I can play that for you guys. Ignore the green eyeball. Ignore the green eyeball. I'll explain all that too. Now, to explain the green eyeball. For some reason, my dumbass decided, look, I don't want to make one boss fight. I want to make 2 boss fights. we're screwed, guys. We're screwed. I'm screwed. So basically, what we came up with is there's going to be a mini boss fight, like a preliminary boss fight. The whole idea is that you fight off against this boss throughout this section, thinking that like, oh, this is like the main thing that you're going to be fighting against, and then at the end, you're like about to jump into it, and you guys know how like a lot of levels, when like at the end of a boss fight, your icon will like jump at the boss fight and fucking slice it in half or some shit. So that's what we're gonna have here. It's like you're gonna jump off of the ledge and like you're about to hit it, and then I got this really sick animation, guys. I can't wait to show you guys. It looks so good. No, in all seriousness though, the animation is like, I just got it there so we know what happens. But so you're fighting the guy, and then you're like, boom, you're jumping, you're about to kill it, and then bam. Oh my god, dude. It's so sad. It's so sad. Bro's dead as shit. And then that's like the big reveal. That's gonna be the big reveal, that like he's gonna die, and then the actual boss is gonna appear and be like, hey bitch, like this whole thing was just like it was a trick, it was a ruse, just to lure you closer to where I am. So then he kills him, and then you see him, and now this is when you get to my part, and you get to face off against the actual boss. Getting into my part, a lot has been done. All of the gameplay that you guys remember seeing, all of that is gone. All of that is gone. Pretty much all of the gameplay is gone. Because I wanted to rethink it. I wanted to redo some of it and not just make it kind of like gameplay that like has a boss around it. Like I want to make the actual gameplay be based on what the boss is doing, right? Now we have the actual boss. I have him kind of sat like, well, I think I'm gonna have like, he has like a podium that he stands on. He's gonna like do attacks from the podium. So, and then obviously we're gonna have to like decorate the podium so it's not just a fucking cylinder that's chilling there. I spent an entire day, well, not even entire, like I don't know, like 6 hours or something, learning how to animate so that I could make a walking spider. To quickly explain how it works for anyone who's curious, basically, I have a bunch of joints. The spider has 3 joints. At the beginning of each joint, there's a ball. Now this ball gets a group. The rest of the joint, it gets 50-29. The rest of the joint gets the next one, which is 50-30. Also, the entire rest of the leg also gets 50-30. Now this continues down the leg. So this next joint, the ball here, gets 50-31. The rest of the leg gets 50-32. And then the same thing with this last one, 50-33. The rest of the leg, 5034. What that means, chat, is that if I have a rotate trigger that is based around this center point, then that means the entire leg will rotate around this center point. And then while this is moving, if I then want to move from here, I can also do that because I set up another rotation based off of this center point so that I can move with that one. And then the same thing with this last one, it can move off of this joint. I use that for 4 of the legs. I do need to do the other 4 legs on the opposite side, but I did that for 4 of the legs and set up this rotation, these rotations, and then put it on a spawn loop that just resets after it reaches the end of the animation. And it looks like this. This is what the initial animation looked like. Now in the level, the version that you see here has a bit, like some adjustments here or there, and then I also sped up the animation by 2 times, so it's twice as fast now. And it honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the faster that it moves, the less that you can even like notice the bad stuff about it. It's kind of so you see it up there. So the way that I'm going to use that walking animation is through an attack where every time the spider like jumps off from its podium and appears in the playing field, you need to get the fuck out of the way. There is no way that you like fight back or anything. You literally just need to move out of the way. Get out of the way. So that's why we have this like a little wave part underneath where the spider will run by and probably like shoot some stuff, or I don't know what exactly it's going to be yet. So we have that as well. On top of that, we have this, which doesn't appear solely because we haven't made the animation for like for the spider to like land again. I made the animation for the spider to jump off of the platform, but not the inverse for it to land back on the platform. So I guess I'll have to make that again. But you'll see that we have kind of the beginnings of another animation that you see here, where it slams into the platform and sends a shockwave that goes outward from the platform into the foreground that you then need to avoid. That's still very work in progress. We're gonna figure that out at some point. But that is another thing that I was working on. Okay, past that, I don't think that there's anything else that I really worked on. I did make some like spike stuff, which I think these are okay, but I'm definitely gonna work on those as well. So a lot of the time that I have to spend is going to be on animation. Animation takes by far the longest to make, as opposed to like the designs and stuff. So I just have to work on making good animations, good attacks, and hope that it turns out fun. So yeah, that's the rundown, guys. That's where we're at with the level. It is October 13th. We have about 3 weeks, a little bit less than 3 weeks to get this level done. Okay, so right now I'm just going to inverse these triggers so it goes back to its original state. I don't really expect it to look good. Okay, that's back to its original position. Good, 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 good. I think what I'm gonna have to do, so you guys know how spiders will like descend from a web that they like put on the ceiling, and they'll just like descend. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I also didn't give it like a butt. Like it kind of needs. Here, let's just like do that real quick. For any semi-talented people who can make art stuff, I would appreciate help. Because obviously, again, the goal is Halloween, and I'm beginning to realize that like the more people that I have on this just to help with like the small stuff, the better. Because like I don't need to give them like full parts. I just need to have them like you know, fucking make some rocks. There you go. Why does the spider shrink when it chases you? No longer. Holy fuck! Oh my god! That is massive! Okay, but like being serious, guys, if the spider is that big Actually, holy fuck, that looks like that, he actually looks giant now that I think about this. Because he's that size while being like far behind you. But like it being this size, like kind of makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I don't even know, like, should it stop? I low-key don't think it should stop moving, like, at all. Like, I think it should just fucking dash by and, like, who cares? Like, let's just go, like, I don't know, like 400 or something. Just on, like, a constant movement. Okay, we gotta find the balance where it's, like, fast enough to where it's, like, holy shit, but also slow enough to where you can make out what's going on. And also, so, yeah, like, this can't happen. Like, it actually just hits you there. So it does need to come out, like, a little bit later. You just see its ass. Okay, it's gotta move a little further. Just shaking ass. Bigger spider? I don't think it needs to go fast. Or, I don't think it needs to be bigger. Like, I think that's big enough to where you're like, okay, like, it does the job. It sends across the message, you know what I mean? Also, I heard someone ask, like, what difficulty this is meant to be. We're thinking, like, I don't know, like, hard demon, medium demon, hard... Like, definitely more towards hard demon. Like, the gameplay itself will probably be, like, medium demon, but I think the visuals will take it over to being, like, hard demon. Because we were initially gonna go for, insane demon. That was the initial plan, guys. But we thought that, like, it would be better just to make the level more accessible for you guys, which I definitely agree with. I think that's a great idea. I'm sure some of you guys might be happy about that. Okay, I also want to have an attack that he does where it does something that causes the ground to have like poison in it. So I was thinking of like thinking of doing something like this that uses like the movement and rotations and stuff to kind of like have it appear. I think like this is, I don't know. I'll work on this. But that's something that I want to do at some point. What I actually want to do is think up the patterns for the boss. Now, obviously, we have this set out. So this section, he's going to jump up and then run across the screen. So that's fine. All of this is accounted for. Now it's this beginning part. I want to figure this out. Chat, think. Put your thinking cap on. I think just starting out with like lasers and stuff is like, that already works. I will say, I really like the idea of the spider being like unreasonably fast, you know? Like, I always love that kind of horror where like stuff that you would expect to be slow or just like regular speed is just unreasonably quick, and that makes it dangerous. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, bro. Oh my God, some spiders are fast as shit. Guys, when I tell you, I've been doing a deep dive on spiders. I've been looking up jumping spider videos for animation reference. I've been looking up their habits, the stuff that they eat, like the way that they move, everything. I've been watching spider videos in my free time to get to know how these things work. It's like, it's crazy, but it's been so fun. It's been a lot of fun. I've never been like this invested in a level. What if I made it so that before any of its attacks... Oh, also, this should be a gradient trigger. What if I made it so that before any of its attacks, like, based on what it's gonna do, the eye color in the middle will, like, change. And, like, the outer bit, too. Like, the color of this will, like, change. So, like, if it's gonna shoot a laser, then, like, the eye turns red first, and then it shoots the laser. Which, okay. So this is something else that I want to get, like, better at. And, like, experiment with in GD that I don't think anyone else has really done. Is, like, have you guys ever played, like, the Souls games? Where the bosses in Souls games attack so fast. Like, ridiculously fast. And, like, the way that you can tell is that they'll have, like, little tells before they do them. That's like, oh shit, they're about to do the thing. And then it's like, bam, like immediately, you know? So I think having things like that in a boss fight like this, where it's like, okay, the tell that it'll have is that the eye will change color, but as soon as you see the eye change color, then pay attention because it's gonna move by. It's gonna happen extremely fast, you know? And so then that allows you to like make a boss fight that actually feels intimidating without it feeling unfair because it's just unreadable and, you know, way too fast kind of thing. Now it looks like he has a clown nose. Man! Copy and paste the big spider hundreds of times and use 2,000 groups in 10 seconds of gameplay. Yeah. I mean, the spider right now... Oh my god! Oh, that's so much more than I thought it was. Just like... Okay, so this pulses. Cool. I do also just want like a... like an overall like brightness pulse. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so how do I want to make this? How does this work? Like, it should be like the closer that it is to the boss, the more bright it is, right? Oh, this is hard. Making this color is hard. With the little fade. Hey, audio, what's good, dude? What you been up to, bro? Editing this video, bruh? Bro, I get it, dude. It's so funny how, like, I don't think people really realize that most of your time being a content creator is just spent editing. Oh my god. I want it to be, like at the border. Like, I want them to be, like, here. And here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I just did that. Okay, yeah, I guess that just works. Return from Chick-fil-A? Yeah, Chick-fil-A is good. Yeah, it's I don't know. I used to love Chick-fil-A because out where I live, guys, Chick-fil-A, like, there were no Chick-fil-A's. The only Chick-fil-A that we had back in the day was inside of a college campus. So people would literally sneak into the college campus just to get Chick-fil-A and then leave. It was ridiculous. But now that we have Chick-fil-A like all over the place, it's just getting kind of old. And where I work, there's a Chick-fil-A like right down the road that I used to go to. Like anytime I'd be on break, it would just be like Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. And now I'm like, I'm just kind of over it. Though I will say, I'm pulling up my app right now. I will say I am I am currently 500 points off of being a red Chick-fil-A member. So I gotta get my orders up before the end of the year, or else I won't have red status, guys. How will I not live? I can't live without my red status, guys. I have to get more Chick-fil-A. It's the only choice. Yeah, Chick-fil-A's good. It's not the best. You know what's way better than Chick-fil-A? Fucking Shake Shack. A Shake Shack burger clears Chick-fil-A. Oh my god. Shake Shack is actually, like, disgusting in a good way. Like, it's so good. Oh my god. I guess I haven't thought about, like, where should the beam end? Like, should it be shooting at the floor? Or should it just, like, go straight past it, but, like, it's still dangerous? You know what I mean? See, and there's also the issue that we're gonna run across. If I want the beam to, like, move up in, like, a vertical direction like this, like, when it's, like, here, it wouldn't be flat here. I mean, I guess, unless the beam itself is flat, but, like, realistically, it would be, like, a fucking circle here, wouldn't it, right? Like this would just be, like, a giant circle. like, if it's right in front of you, like, that's what it's gonna look like. Bro, audio, we gotta work on some stuff together at some point, bro. Like, genuinely, dude, I think it'd be so fun. Maybe you started reading my chat messages? Oh, shit. We were just talking about Chipotle in your secret menu. What are you talking about, dude? Hold up. Okay, I'm scrolling. You're editing a video. What are you talking about? This is messed up, man. Bro just wants attention. Bro just wants... Bro's a clingy girlfriend. This is crazy. Yo, let's look at this animation. Does this work now? Too slow. Here's how you want to do the laser. What? What? Oh, I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying. So he's just saying the more vertical it is, the more that it like expands out on the x-axis. So it would just get like really, really wide. And then as it goes back up, it like shrinks back down to... That makes perfect sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Which, yeah, I can do that. It just means when it goes up, I need to make the... Oh, wait, but do... Okay, this is a crazy question, and I don't know if anyone has the answer. But when the laser is moving up, would the width, would the outer points of it expand linearly, like just in a straight line, and then in a straight line the other way, or is it like a curve? So it like starts slowing down the closer it gets to you, and then speeds back up as it gets like furher up. I think it's a curve. It's for sure a curve, right? Sinusoidal? Y'all just making up words now? I'm too stupid for what you guys are talking about. What the fuck? Sinusoidal? Oh, it's just having a sine curve. Okay. y'all smart bitches just using big words just for the love of the game. Okay, so yeah. We haven't even gotten to that part yet. Actually, you know what? We're going to get to that part though. Let's do it now. So if we're gonna do this, how it would work... Yeah, no, I'm gonna save you the time. That effect that I was about to get going on, that took me like an hour and a half on stream. I'm not even gonna bother trying to edit that down for you to explain. It's so convoluted and confusing. I ended up using some like area move triggers. There you go. That's the explanation. Let's move on. Oh, you know what would be really cool, chat? Since I have these multiple layers, it would be cool if like the laser started off in the background, like destroys these, then destroys these, then destroys these. And like at the last moment, it's like, oh, like it's going to hit me. So now I have to move, and then it destroys this. Like it comes from the background and just shoots through all of it. What issues would there be with that? Yeah, the only issues I can think with that is just like the beam itself would have to be layered underneath this, so on B4. And I don't know if it would even show up if it's on B4. Like on top of the actual boss. Oh shit, it does. Oh shit, it does. Okay, let's literally do this exact same thing just on the right instead of the left. So it's like something that you have to avoid upcoming instead of something that, you know, you see happens behind you. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so we would have to pay attention. So it would be like this one, this one, this one, this one. These ones are all dead. I don't know how to like, how would I mark these? I could mark them with like a red dot. Oh, okay. Wait, I missed one. Okay, so wait, so question. Do we think that the laser should just instantly like erase all of the, like anything that it touches? Or should it be like a gradual, like, you know, it hits this layer and then it hits that layer, like that kind of thing? Layer by layer seems cool. I think I agree. If you were to make the destroyed tiles line up for when you go underneath as a wave, I think that could be cool. I mean, maybe I have enough time to do this attack and then have it shoot again and do this? Like, since we're making such sporadic attacks, we could have like this big one and then also like some other ones that kind of just shoot off in like random directions, but really like it's what's causing like this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's run some toggle triggers and actually get these all like turned off so we can see what our environment looks like. There's something about it, guys. Like, I love making like the super tedious effects that no one wants to make because it takes like, you know, a trillion groups and like 8 hours of your time. That's the kind of stuff that I love doing. Which is so weird. But like, I just like sitting down and brute forcing something to work. So the hard part is like this massive, like it hits and then sweeps over to the side. So since it sweeps over so fast, I think that I'll low-key leave this, like the stuff it sweeps over, I'll leave that stuff intact. And then just start destroying stuff over here. So all of this will still be here. I think that's probably the move. Like start off back at 34. Okay, so right now, I have this attack where it I don't know what it's gonna do to indicate this, but it sends spikes through the ground. I have the laser attack that destroys the environment. I have the running attack where you have to move out of the way while it runs across the foreground. I have the eyeball. Like the eyeball is still here, but I don't know. Like I kind of don't like. I don't know if I'm gonna still include it or not. I guess we'll see. And then the same thing with like the arms like slamming into the ground. Like this attack is still in the level. Like I didn't take it out, but I do need to like move it somewhere else. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. It's so hard, man. Making the stuff on stream is so hard. Because like I feel like I constantly have to be thinking. Or sorry, I have to constantly be like talking when I'm trying to just like I need to just focus and like oh my god. Yeah, like what if you jump off of a structure that's here? Like I'm trying to think of a way for you to not have to use your double jump in this situation. What? Did I just not get it back? Why don't I have it? I just don't have my double jump. Okay, it looks like the system is a little bugged. Yeah, so I have it if I fall, but if I jump off, then I'm just like, I'm cooked. Yeah, it's a timing thing. So there's something in the system that's based on like how fast you use your jump. Reset the double jump manually. I'm pretty sure I can do that. So it's just pausing and resetting 23 and 32, right? Because this pauses it, this pauses it. So in concept, if I just take these, take off the spawn trigger, take off the groups, pause it right here. Wait, pause it right here. Resume it right there. Let's try it. Fuck. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Well, look. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours now. I'm going to end. It's 10:30 over here. So I appreciate you guys for all coming by and having a good time with me. This is, again, this is going to take a lot of work. We have about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to get this completely finished within the set deadline. And we have a lot of work ahead of us if we're going to get there. But I'm going to try my absolute best to get there for you guys. So that means a lot of streams, a lot of videos, a lot of good content. And hopefully we have a good time, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. So I appreciate you all for coming by once again, and I will see you guys for the next stream, for the next video, probably tomorrow. We'll see. I have no idea, but regardless, peace out, guys. Have a good one.